It is such a nice day outside.
What are you talking about? There's a friggin' tornado out there!
Oh, will you just shut up? I have a fascination with tornadoes.
What?
Yeah, it was ever since I watched the movie Twister when I was a kid. One of my all-time guilty pleasure movies.
What are you talking about? We need to take shelter! Look! We have a problem with Black Know to take shelter!
Psst, Purple, that tornado will never find us here.
I know, we're just harmless little ostriches.
Oh, relax. That thing isn't gonna come here thanks to the power of editing. Well, I just needed to have a segue into our game for today.
You risked our lives for a gag that probably nobody is going to watch.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, today's game is Tornado Outbreak.
I hate you.
Developers from Sucker Punch Productions formed a studio called Loose Cannon Studios to create a game where you use the power of a tornado to destroy everything in your path to save the world. It was, however, their only game the studio developed, as they went bankrupt shortly after the game was released. This game became known as Tornado Outbreak.
Today's game is going to see whether this game is a hidden gem or if it deserves to be thrown into a tornado itself. So let us begin Tornado Outbreak.
The game has you play as Zephyr, a young wind warrior, as he is training to be the leader of a squadron known as the Wind Elements, or Wind Warriors as the game calls them. One day, while training, Zephyr comes across a being in space that needs things known as fire flyers in order to regain his strength. This being explains the fire flyers are located here on Earth. There is one problem though. The sun burns the Wind Warriors. So to combat this being gives Zephyr a device called a lodestar to give them shade and to collect the fire flyers.
If the sun hurts the Wind Warriors, then how are we able to catch these fire flyers? Wouldn't just the simple act of touching them burn us too?
You know, I wouldn't think so. Have you ever turned on a light in a dark room? You don't instantly burn your hand from the light touching you. So, I think it might work under that same basic principle. Anyway, you need to catch multiple strings of these flyers in order to build more time into the lodestar for the level.
What? I need to catch like 20 of these things? That's way too many and I'm way too darn lazy.
It's not all bad. To start catching them, you just need to increase your size. You do this by destroying things like grass, fencing, and sucking up people.
And once you're all big and powerful, you get to enact the force of God on all the people that dare disrupt in your way!
Josh, you're not a god. Shit!
In each area in a level, you need to catch about 50 flyers in order to move on, and collecting 10 restores about 10 to 20 seconds of time back into the lodestar. In addition to collecting large strings of fire flyers, you get a small speed boost for each one you collect, just by grabbing them with the grab button. Once you've collected the bare minimum, you can either collect the other 50 in the area of the level you're working in. In each level, there are about 5 areas to collect the fire flyers. The first 3 are collecting the fire flyers. Simple. You just go around destroying the buildings. The 4th has you racing through gates to create a giant vortex. And finally, the 5th has you dodging beams of sunlights and other hazards to approach giant totems that pop up around the main attraction in the level to destroy them. Once you've destroyed all of the totems, an orb gets released back into space, ending the level.
Well, that doesn't sound like the game has too much variety.
Yeah, the game doesn't do much in terms of variety, at least until the very bitter end of it. The most that the game will do is change up how you avoid the sunbeams in the 5th area.
On a side note though, as the game goes on, items to destroy get more and more spread out. This can cause problems later on as things you need to destroy get bigger, become scarce. Something I learned to combat this is if something is taking a while to get sucked up, jump in the air next to the object and it'll break, giving you the strength you need.
You said there wasn't much in terms of variety, then how are you able to jump? Last time I checked, tornadoes don't even jump.
You learn special abilities from water and rock elementals. The water elementals teach you how to dash, while rock elementals teach you how to jump. You learn these abilities as part of a side quest to return them from home where they came from. Be careful though, as if you get too big, you'll suck them up and you'll have to start the whole level all over again. You will also need these abilities in order to defeat the game's only boss.
Apart from the lack of variety, this game doesn't sound too bad.
Nope, not at all. In fact, the game isn't too terribly long.
The length of the game is what makes up for the lack of variety. As for the most part, the game just wants you to get straight to the carnage. Heck, it's why the story isn't all that important. It's such a shame though that this is the only game this developer only developed. Because I wouldn't mind a sequel to this game. Maybe show us more, like having the Wind Warriors on Neptune or some other windy planet. Or heck, do more levels on Earth. But preferably a new planet, that would be pretty interesting. Seeing what little alien colonization things are on other planets, that'd be kind of cool to see.
Wait, Konami didn't even market this game?
Nope. There's some theories I might have as to why the game didn't do well. One, I don't remember too many advertisements for this game. Heck, the only way how I kept track of it, well, till I lost track of it, which kind of redundant how I said that, but oh well, was GameStop used to run this trailer on their website that titled this game, I believe, Zephyr the Elemental Warrior, or Zephyr and the Elementals, something like that, something along those lines. So then they changed the title to Tornado Outbreak, which might have caused some confusion there. There were also not that many commercials for it on TV. Heck, I don't even think Game Informer had very many things on this game. And 3, Konami. That should probably explain a few things right there.
Yay! We survived another weather disaster!
No, we're not! We still have one more weather problem to go through.
What now?
Fire. I love the power of editing.
Ooh, fire! Ooh, Purple, go get the marshmallows! We're having s'mores tonight!
Really?
Oh, Ninji, you can handle it. After all, you're a water type. So in the meantime, Purple and Black, save me some of those s'mores.
Well, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Stupid power of editing.